life has a way of guiding us, even when we don't fully understand the how or why. And interesting part in this is that you don't have to chase luck or good things or force things to happen. You can tune into a rhythm where life kind of flows effortlessly toward you. And that's what I want to share today with you, and I'm sharing it with the painting I call Luck. It's a painting I've actually painted at one of my favorite islands in Croatia, and it has this symbolism of luck. And I look on luck as the energy of alignment. When you live more in oneness with the universe, more connected with life or connected with God, interesting things start happening to you that start supporting you, and you kind of naturally get into this belief that life has your back. Even when it feels that life falls apart, you know that it's only making space for something new. So my friend, this is for you. Whoever you are, wherever you are, this is for you. A reminder that you are supported, that things are unfolding in ways you can't yet see, and that the path ahead is already making room for you. So I want to remind you to become the vessel, not just the seeker. Because luck is not something you chase. It's not something, you're following or looking forward, like when some good things will happen to me. And I know luck word is something that many people are triggered because many people believe that luck is random or that good things happen randomly. But I've noticed in my life, like around 8 years ago, when I've started really following my path, when I've started really doing what as a little kid I was inspired to do, and at some point I've just forgotten about it. And then 8 years ago I fully embraced it, and I've started following it. I've started doing art, and I've started doing just anything that inspires me. I've noticed that very interesting things started happening to me, and some people actually said to me I had luck. But I know what I did, and I know, well, it was luck, but luck is not what people think. Luck is the manifestation of alignment with the universe. It's something you become. That's why I said become the vessel, not just the seeker. The more you dissolve the illusion of separation from life, from God, from universe, whatever you call, the more life flows through you effortlessly. You're not an outsider knocking at the door of destiny or whatever. You are the door itself. You are life itself. It's like things happen through you. When people say to you, you need to open some new door, it's actually open up, my friend, and see what can come through you, because that's how you open new doors in life. It's like recognize what you've truly wanted to do with your life for such a long time, but you've been suppressing it because of maybe fear or anxiety or whatever was holding you back. Become a vessel of it, because life blessed you with very unique inspirations, very unique talents, very unique gifts. And my friend, hey, I'm talking to your heart right now. Stop holding yourself back. Yeah, stop holding yourself back. Because when you move beyond grasping and into a state of allowing, fortune just starts happening. You start meeting people. You start randomly receiving money. You become more radiant, and your health improves. Your body changes. That's what alignment truly feels like. So how can we do it? Well, we need to recognize what parts of us we've been holding back just because we wanted to fit in to society. Until we recognize that we were never made to fit in, we will not be fully in alignment. So one way to get into alignment is to actually embrace what you feel that you want to do. It's not just jumping around and doing drugs and some weird things, no. It's actually recognizing this inner child of yours that craves, art or craves traveling or craves I don't know what, only you can know, right? The soul that sees beauty may sometimes walk alone, but is never lost, right? You are not looking for good things. You are rather making space for it to inhabit you. The more you empty yourself from resistance, from fear, from worry, the more life can pour itself into you. And sometimes we wonder, what does it mean or how to do that? Like if I'm worrying about something, I can't let go of worry just like that. So I've noticed that we don't let go of worry. We just focus on doing something that makes us feel really alive. Like for me, it's painting. When I paint, my mind becomes empty. When I meditate, my mind becomes empty. When I make messages, my mind becomes empty. So I've noticed, oh, that's what I want to do more of. And more I'm doing it, less I have these egoistic worries and fears of what will happen. So at some point we need to learn to master the art of quietness. Rumi said, silence is the language of God. All else is poor translation. You see, luck or good things does not belong to the, frantic mind. It reveals to us when we are present. In quietness, you stop chasing the moment. You just become it. You meet it. And that's when the universe whispers to you. Only when you learn to listen to it. So I recognized, when I'm meditating, I like to sit down for 1 hour because my mind is sometimes loud. And I've recognized, 10 minutes is not enough for me. Sometimes it is, but if I really want to have a deep, profound meditation, I need 1 hour. So I need just 15 to 20 minutes to really relax, to really get into the flow, to really, get into oneness. And then I'm just going deeper. And when I'm doing this kind of meditations, it's so rewarding, not just some mystical experiences, even though sometimes happens. Sometimes I get lost in like you could say incredible unconditional love. Sometimes it just happens that something overwhelms me, an energy that you can't put into words. Sometimes it happens and when it happens, it reminds me, I know so little. But sometimes, even if nothing happens, I still come out a different me, because I noticed that, we only recognize how much we are attached to this material life when we go into quietness and we recognize who we are without everything. We recognize we're this awareness, we're this consciousness that observes life, and we recognize we're just identified with things that will eventually be gone. But if you detach from them right now, you recognize many things in your life was just slowing you down, was just maybe blocking you from fully living. Sometimes opinions of others, sometimes some material possessions that you could sell or give away to make yourself a bit lighter, whatever it is for you. It all happens in the quietness. And more you learn to make yourself to befriend the stillness, to befriend the quietness, more you learn to listen to the guidance of the universe, to the guidance of life, to the whisper of that great intelligence that moves through you. That's why Rumi said silence is the language of God, because if you really want to hear God, get into stillness, get into quietness. Because all the books that have been written, and all the, channeling messages, those are translations of this voice. Those are sometimes people really channel, but you know, when you get in touch with your quietness, you experience it firsthand and you get what you need. And that's something that's very powerful on our path, because it realigns us back with what is right, back with what is right for us, what is aligned with us. And that's when you can learn to walk as if you already are blessed. Because the frequency of luck is not a frequency of longing, but of certainty. The soul that already knows it is blessed attracts more blessings. So move through the world, my friend, as if unseen forces are conspiring in your favor. Because, yeah, they are. What? Yeah, they are. You know that, right? The greatest belief I've developed in my life is a belief that life supports me, life helps me. So when I have a hard day, I will go back into a quietness and I will get in touch with life, and I will feel life has my back. And it was all meant to be. Even what I didn't want to accept, I know it was meant to be. So I can see the truth, not just events that I maybe perceive on more superficial level. When you trust that the universe is always working in your favor, you radiate a quiet confidence that magnetizes the very things you once pursued. When you radiate in quiet confidence, my friend, that is what magnetizes towards you the very things you once pursued. The way you walk, the way you speak, the way you hold space for your own becoming, maybe, or even for people around you. These are the signals you send to the existence, and existence always responds. William James said, act as if what you do makes a difference, because it does. You see, faith is not hoping for luck. It is embodying the truth that you already are in divine favor. So, I think it's a habit we embody, that we start waking up like we are blessed, and we start looking for reasons we are blessed, and we start feeling like we are blessed. And of course we have these moments where we consciously dive into, our shadow, and we explore it, and we may consciously complain and share our darkest thoughts. Like sometimes I'm reacting to certain things, and I will share with all my darkest thoughts, and sometimes even worries or some kind of limiting belief, so I can hear myself. If it's inside of me, I need to pull it out. So it's completely okay. But then I will go back into knowing I am blessed, like even just having this awareness so I can notice what's holding me back. Oh man, I'm blessed. And that's how we let go to align. Like sometimes what appears to be misfortune is simply the realignment of your energy. What if all these maybe miserable things or bad things that happen to us are actually happening because we are living out of alignment? What lives your life, what shifts unexpectedly, what breaks apart, all of it is recalibrating you to a higher flow. So do not grieve the closing doors. Even though feel grief if you sense it. Sometimes we lose people, right? Sometimes we lose money. Yeah. And we may sense, loss with it, and it's okay. But eventually we let go of this old emotion. You can pull it out. Like just a few days ago, I've made a meditation for the full moon. And it's about letting go. You can actually do it anytime you feel like a need to let go. It's on our Patreon community. And it's designed the way that you kind of take emotion out and you see it in front of you, or a belief or whatever it is, and you see it in front of you. And then you slowly just let it go. And it really works because our mind likes to visualize things, to see things like it would be physically real. And we can't see emotions like physically with our eyes, but if we imagine how a certain sensation looks like, we see its form, we see its color, we see in what part of our body it is. But if we take it out very gently, you recognize that it leaves your body. That's why you can be more creative when it comes to letting go, because it truly works. When you let go of attachment to, how things should be and allow them to be what they must be, you realign with life. The deeper you surrender, the more effortlessly life arranges itself in your favor. The deeper you surrender to this, knowing that life will take care of itself. Look at the nature. It knows what it's doing. So usually we just need more trust for the intelligence of divine redirection. Because what's meant for you will find no obstacle. Write it in the comment section. What's meant for me will find no obstacle. What's meant for me will find no obstacle. One more time. What's meant for me will find no obstacle. And just see it happen. You see, what we call luck, or, the energy of good fortune, it's not something personal. It's not something that happens to us. It's a universal field that's always available. It's always unfolding, and we are part of it. And more we feel unified with it, connected with it, more it will show up in our lives. You're not separate from the field. You are an extension of it. The more you dissolve the walls of the self, the more you dissolve the barriers between yourself and the miraculous. And this is powerful. I will say it again. The more you dissolve the walls of the self, the more you dissolve the barriers between yourself and the miraculous. So just listen to yourself how many times you're trying to justify something you wouldn't like to experience. Because that's how you separate yourself from life, because life made it happen because it needed to show up in your life to remind you that maybe at some point in your life you've disconnected yourself from the stream, from the field, and you needed a wake-up call. Hey, maybe become more proactive in your life. Become more creative when it comes to your future, when it comes to taking action. Start using your imagination a bit more. Start using your plans and organizing a bit more. Or just start walking into more aligned direction. Or just have a practice where every single day you surrender to life. Like the deeper you surrender into a sense of unity with life, the more you step beyond your ego and into some kind of cosmic grace that you feel. Like one good meditation is what I've learned from Joe Dispenza when he's teaching just to focus on nothing, to focus on empty space. Longer you're doing it, more your body just surrenders to it. And yeah, sometimes we need more time, like 30 minutes or 1 hour, 1 hour and 30 minutes, whatever it is. But more we practice it, more we become good at it. The deeper you surrender into oneness, the more you step into cosmic grace, and it will show up in your life. Don't chase it, don't look for it, allow it to surprise you. Because the path of true luck is not about acquiring, it's about aligning. When you fully trust your connection to the infinite, Fortune is no longer a visitor, but a way of becoming. Yeah, I will leave you with these words. If you found today's painting inspiring and you find it as a great symbol of this energy to be more one with life, because it's a very cosmic painting. There is a lot of symbolism to it. And it's a great reminder. It has this energy to pull us back into oneness with life, oneness with good fortune, which is actually, it is life itself. It lacks nothing. Life lacks nothing. That's why life already is an energy of good fortune. When you feel more alive, good things will start happening to you. If you need this kind of a reminder, you can go on AttractPassion.com and just type in the search luck, and you will find this one in different sizes, and you can get the one that you prefer the most. And put it somewhere where you need this kind of support. And may it help you to be reminded of this state that is the state of oneness, the state of connection with life, and knowing life has your back, life supports you, universe supports you. And if you would like to get any other of my paintings, just go onto AttractPassion.com and you will see all of them there. So check them out, and also big thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community for more exclusive content. I've just posted a new guided meditation there. So check it out, and my friends, till next time, one love.